All right. I'm outside. Is it safe? I've spent so much time indoors this year, or so much time trying to keep as far away from other people as possible, that I've been avoiding my own backyard here in downtown Orange, no pun intended, like the plague. When all this pandemic stuff started, it was like a veritable ghost town here. But look at it now. There's construction going on everywhere. Most of the businesses have reopened in one form or another. People are wandering around. And craziest of all, they've got whole streets blocked off, turning the Orange Circle into the Orange Food Court. I mean, most of our town has been becoming a food court for Chapman University for quite a while, but it's weird to see it this blatant. Of course, there's rules posted about social distancing, and people seem to be giving each other a pretty wide berth, you know. Still, there's just something so strange after so long of being isolated and seeing so many people out and about. Like I said, for the first long time that the lockdown started, this whole town was completely dead. So coming out and seeing it like this is quite a contrast. Obviously, I've always been a big supporter of our local antique shops and stuff, and I've wanted to come back into them since they've reopened. But the first week everything started to reopen, there were just too many people down here, and since then I've been out filming stuff or isolating between filming stuff, so I just have not had a chance to head inside yet. And like I told you guys last time, I've been going through a little bit of a depression, but when you get knocked down, there's a time for laying in the dirt, being stunned, being shocked, and then there's a time for getting back up. Fighting off depression by starting to be active is good, but another good first step, one that goes an awfully long way, is getting your house in order. I'm talking TCB, taking care of business. So I'm afraid I'll have to forego the pleasure of antiquing today and head on over to the car. Whew. I've actually gotten pretty used to wearing the mask, you know, when I'm not doing anything, just wandering around or going into a store. When I'm filming, so I actually have to talk, it's so hard not to sound all muffly, you know, to try to overcome it. And your face gets all moist, wow. Anyway, like I said, it's time to pick myself up and figure out how to move on here with 2020. Just because everything's incredibly chaotic and up in the air and down from the air and back up in the air, well, doesn't mean we don't gotta go on living. And I noticed today our sweet hats, our sweet lids, our sick lids are all out of stock. So I've got to go and take some more down to the local shop we have them embroidered at. So let's hit the road. I think we pretty much contacted everybody who was on the wedding invitation list, and if we didn't, the video got the rest of them. And I believe we're getting all the deposits back. I think we're only actually waiting for just one more to come back in. If you didn't see the last video, the TLDR is basically, yep, the virus, yep, postponed, yep, kind of depressing, but it'll be okay. We were actually supposed to be out of town all last week, but because we had to postpone the wedding and cancel a whole bunch of the plans for that, once again, some 2020 plans had to be rearranged. Fortunately, though, I have not been idle. It's given me a chance to work on a top secret project that probably won't be done for a long time, maybe a year or so, so don't pester me, we'll get there. And then today I picked up my kid for his last week of summer vacation. Which wasn't much of a summer vacation, man. That's who I feel the most bad for. In all of this, man, well, other than people getting sick, obviously, I just feel so bad for all the kids, you know? Summer vacation! But, luckily, because everybody is all nice and clean and COVID negative, he and his one best friend get to have a sleepover tonight. A sleepover, a pool party to close out the summer with. I just feel so bad, you know. Normally that'd be every day of summer, but it's the oneer. It's the one party time. All right, hang on. I always forget where the turn is here for this place. Trying to do everything with the merch more and more local, both for quality reasons, right? Like I want to have the best quality I can, but also during the pandemic stuff, so many local businesses have closed. Just feels better to, you know, keep, I don't know, support your community or whatever. It's kind of cheesy, but as anyone who's seen the difference between the old hats you got from Spreadshirt and these ones can tell you, they do fine work at a great price. And it's a super nice little family-owned place. There you go, SoCal Embroidery. Highly recommended. Just gotta pick up this giant box here, covered in my cat's fur. And I'll be with you momentarily. All right, mission accomplished. And apparently I left my door open. Nice, genius, smooth. Well, nothing's missing. Apparently no harm, no foul. Whew. Just don't tell Allie. All right, now to pick up the kid, deliver him to his one and only summer socialization festival, run 10,000 other errands, and then, my friends, despite the heat, we're going out for a treat. Because although she's been staying busy making stuff for Etsy, Allie has also been in kind of a funk, obviously, and a distraction outside of the house we've mostly been sitting inside of for 2 weeks will be most welcome, I think. Dooby-dooby-doo, shoo-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-dooba-da-bow. Look at this giant teenager growing. Giant teenager growing with the man. Use the man voice. Say something.
Just talking like a normal human.
I'm talking in your man voice. I am man, London. I am London.
Excited? Going to ditch me for your cool friends? You think your cool friends are cool? Dads are cool too. Sometimes I can wear socks with sandals and I can totally pull it off. Dads are cool. All right, and now that I've dropped London off on the wrong side of the tracks, I've got myself a new co-pilot, one I can take to get some sweet treats. It is time for us to return to Knott's Berry Farm and their taste of calico. Oh, there it is. The usual route to the parking lot is still closed off. Normally you go under a tunnel, under Beach Boulevard, and into the parking lot over here behind the replica of Independence Hall. But nowadays, for this Taste of Calico event they've been having, they've got this weird entrance on the south side to what is normally the marketplace parking. Kind of strange. Wow, there's a lot more cars here than last time. Including this one. I don't remember seeing this car here. Wait a minute. At first I thought this was my friend Marco's Pizza Planet truck. You know, the one as seen at all those box lunch stores or Walt Disney World, D23. But yo, it's not. Uh-oh.
There's a new sheriff in town.
They should go to a demolition derby and have the battle of the Pizza Planet trucks. Rah! All right, well, since no demolition derby is happening yet, guess we might as well make our way to the farm, complete with my brand new mask made by Allie. Or I guess I should say crafted by Allie, since that's the name of her Etsy shop. Now the Berry Market and the Knott's Chicken Dinner restaurant over here are pretty much open with their outdoor seating every day. The Taste of Calico event, by contrast, in case you missed the last visit we did here, is actually in the theme park itself. And so with an online reservation and the purchase of a little tasting card they're about to give us, you just come through here, through this temperature screening, which is quick and painless. And contactless too. You can once again enter the world's most fabulous farm, America's first theme park, Knott's Berry Farm. Of course, all of the rides themselves are still sadly closed, because technically theme parks in the state of California have still got to be closed. But what they've done here with A Taste of Calico is open up their restaurants and their outdoor food kiosks, normally used for festivals, geniusly turning Ghost Town into a giant outdoor seating area. We came by a couple of weeks ago for the very first Taste of Calico event. The place was a lot more dead during the first one. Over the last couple of weeks, they've opened up more kiosks and more seating areas, which means, of course, that each weekend they've been able to sell a few more tickets. So I'm a little surprised how much busier it is, but you can still very easily find a seat. Kind of curious to see, though, just how much more of the park they've opened up. The first time we all got to come back into Knott's Berry Farm, the barrier ended right here. But as you can see now, you can walk well beyond the steakhouse, where they've added even more food selections, like this boysenberry barbecue wings booth. And way down here past Ghost Rider, they've opened up the wagon wheel pizza window, a place I don't think I've ever seen before. Weird. Well, you may have noticed on some of the food signs out here, there's a small little GF, which stands for gluten friendly. Now, as a person with celiac disease, gluten friendly is usually a big red flag. Very different from gluten free, which theoretically means it's safe for me to eat. So I'll still be steering clear of the food personally, but Allie is going to be eating herself silly once again. And if any of you other celiacs have risked it and had good results, I'd love to hear from you.
Celiac? What's that? Sounds more like wimp disease to me.
You guys are always hurting my feelings. Bullying isn't cool, guys. Ah, look at this. Here we got the old blacksmith back to smithing. Guess that makes him a backsmith today. Look at that. Pounding the hot metal. Probably making his mom a keychain or something. All right, well, between waves of people, it's still pretty sparsely populated. This is nice. They've definitely worked out the issue they had with kind of long lines when they first opened. Much, much better now. Not only can you get your food much more quickly, but there's actually a lot more food to get. Like seriously, they added a lot more food right away. Not to mention, they've opened up way more places to get the sweet food and beverages, including reopening my favorite saloon in the Old West, the Calico. Oh, wrong door. That's a little embarrassing. The Calico Saloon. Look at that. Boysenberry beer, wine, sangria. Wow, boysenberry beer, poison beer. It's gonna take the world by storm. That's what it's gonna do. Oh my gosh, it's nice to be in here again. It's just too bad they ain't serving up that sarsaparilla. To get that, you got to head over to the candy store. Well, it makes sense. It's pretty much liquid candy anyway. As you can see, they've added a little bit of socially distanced entertainment out here. Always a nice bonus.
And he's gonna vanish. Ooh ah, look at that. We'll prove it to you. We'll take the lid off just like that. We'll take this back panel off just like this. And the front panel completely and totally gone. He's totally and completely gone. He really is gone. You don't believe me, sir, do you? No, the raccoon's gone. This year's my pet guinea pig. His name is Newman, everybody. Isn't he just the cutest?
Yeah. Hello, Newman.
Just look at him.
Oh.
He's just...
In addition to the entertainment, they added another sweet upgrade that just made sense. The train is back at the station. Oh. When we came that first time, I was walking over here going, I kind of missed the train sitting there, you know? And lo and behold, the old number 40 Gold Nugget steam locomotive has returned. Of course, it's the 340 now, also known as the Green River. Train nerds and foamers and rail fans love this one, but to me, it'll always be the B train, because it's the one I didn't get to drive around Knott's Berry Farm. Oh yes, if you've never seen that, I drove one of these steam locomotives around the park. These crazy farmers let me take over the controls. That was a good time. Anyway, getting back to the topic at hand, I can't quite remember where the barrier was here, but I believe they did add a little more seating between the Calico Mine Ride and the Timber Mountain Log Ride. Dude, it is so nice outside right now. It's finally dipped below 80 degrees. All the waterfalls are running on the mountain, and the old log flume is going. They're playing some pretty weird country music like the Watermelon Crawl over and over. They've even got a country music DJ helping people boot scoot boogie. Not exactly my #1 favorite music for scooty pootin' and having a festival, but everybody's got different tastes. That's why there's so many tastes on the tasting card. The dead end is still pretty much the same back here in front of the new Knott's Berry Tales ride, but they have significantly pushed back the barriers next to the whole boardwalk area, which means you can get some pretty sick pics over here. Dude, just look at this. They never did like that K up there. I think they're waiting for the entire theme park to reopen. But look at this shot right here. It looks so creepy and abandoned. You know, like in a fun way. In a fun way. The only problem is the music is so loud over here. I am learning so much about country music. You plant the flowers and I'll plant the kisses. You be the pretty and I'll be the funny. I'll get some money. Then we'll go out and we'll do all the money and do this scoop boogie. Oh yeah. Tons more food, tons more space. They really opened this such and such pit up. You know what I'm saying? She doesn't know. I thought at first that was it, but lo and behold, Knott's Berry Farm has been very, very sneaky, don't you think? Oh, that cigar. I bet it was you, huh? You're the sneaky one. Because behind the old train station, behind this booth next to the Jersey Lily Saloon, they very, very sneakily, through this tunnel, opened up a whole other part of the farm. Check this out. It was open last week, but not when they first opened Taste of Calico. This whole other area over by where you enter the line for the Silver Bullet, it's all wide open. And because there are no food booths right over here in this area, hardly anybody makes it over here at all. Or if they do, they just go, huh, nothing going on, and keep on cruising. Which means not only plenty of extra seating, from which I wish we could see the stagecoaches going by still. I never miss seeing the stagecoach so much in my life. Dang, I plumb forgot what I was talking about. Anyway, they got a lot more seating back here. And look at this. Fantastic views of Silver Bullet, all empty. Of Fiesta Village over there, completely empty. What's left of the old school Knott's Berry Farm Lake? Just chilling. Nothing going on. Dude, this alone is fantastic and worth the money. You can go get some grub from your tasting card, cruise over here, and basically feel like you have a whole theme park all to yourself. Now, for those of you who saw my 100th anniversary Knott's Berry Farm time travel documentary, you will perhaps know that this lake over here, once known as the Lake of Reflections, I believe, is a lot different looking than it was back in the day. The view here now, it's much different to the view in the 1950s like this, when this place was home to a small island with an Indian village and the Church of Reflections back there. Here's another shot where you can actually see one of the wooden canoes carved with a figure sitting in it. But that's all long, long in the past now. It is now a place of steel and mustard and ketchup and flowers over here. Whoa! 2 owls! Now, 1 owl would have been pretty good, but 2 owls? That's just insane. Just watch out for the wasps. Just rescued Allie from one that was on top of her head. She's still a little weirded out. You okay now?
I think so.
You gonna be all right? I got it off your head. Ow! Just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. Dude, seriously. Just look at this. So wide, so open. A few more people down at this end over here. But then again, not really. Look at all this. Look at all the space out here. Everybody's at least, what, 1.1 alleys apart? Look at this. So wide. So open. It almost reminds me of I love Oklahoma's wide open spaces. He loves to run and run. Ooh, look at this. Underneath the old, I was about to say covered wagon, but I mean the stagecoach path over here. We've opened up some more seating, which gives you a little bit of a glimpse into Camp Snoopy. And I actually happen to know that they are opening up some more areas of the park. I don't know about Camp Snoopy, but I do know about Boardwalk, and to really get the party started, good old Fiesta Village on the other side of the lake for the next round of events, which are now going to be known as, not Taste of Calico, hold on, I forget. Just on the tip of my, what's it called?
It's a taste of Knott.
A Taste of Knott! The name is not very different, but the experience will be, because almost the entire park will be open to at least walk around, roam around, sit around, lounge around. It's gonna be glorious. It's gonna be beautiful. Dude, I gotta tell you, having slipped into, well, why lie? Pretty serious depression lately. It feels so good just to be outside where people are, even if they're a little socially distant, doing something relatively normal. I know this is gonna sound totally nuts. Like, seriously, it's a ridiculous thing to say, and I feel a little silly, but it kind of gets me a little choked up. Makes me feel just a little bit emotional. I think a huge part of the problem for those of us who are really struggling with depression and anxiety right now is just the being inside for days and days on end. Nothing feels normal. It's just, it doesn't even feel like living. I can't be the only one who gets to this weird place where I'm like, what is the point of waking up? It just all starts to feel so dark, just darkness closing in, everything just looks dark. And
Take off your sunglasses.
oh yeah, and then you take your sunglasses off, you go outside and get a little sunlight or under the stars for a little while, and suddenly things don't seem quite as grave. I feel a lot better. And I know to some of you it looks like, what, you've been outside, you've been doing stuff, but in between we've been spending 2 weeks at home isolating, sitting there and whatever, and that may not seem like a long time to some people, but I guess, you know, everybody's different for one, and I am pretty much addicted at this point to working, staying on the move, constantly doing stuff. It's been tough, man, I tell you. Feeling a lot like Peg Leg over here, Peg Leg Dorsey. I was just totally unprepared for all this. I know some people have been rather critical of events like this, of stuff reopening, especially out here in California right now for whatever reason, but I gotta tell you, as silly as it seems, for some of us, things like this are keeping us from going all the way off the cliffs of insanity. Okay, so we're doing a good job keeping people apart, giving people lots of space, providing lots of nice food, which we need to go get some for Allie right now. So that's enough of my gushing. Apologize. I just have so many feelings right now. Sarsaparilla will help. It dulls the pain. That's why I drink it. The sarsaparilla dulls the pain. The pain, Allie. Oh, that's the finest drink in the All right, as the sun goes down over the town of Calico, Allie has finally figured out what she wants to eat. This is her third time here, so she's pretty much tried everything now, except for the boysen beer. I'm pretty sure whatever she chooses, it's bound to be good. And while she gets into line to wait for said food, I think we're gonna ski-daddle over here so I can show you guys one of the reasons I was stoked to come out to Knott's right now, and that is this book. I'm extremely socially distanced now, and I have my beverage, and I'm seated. I think we can take the mask off just for a second. Yes, behold, Stack's Liberty Ranch Collection, Volume 2, the Knott's Berry Farm Edition. This book was written by a very good, very close friend of mine named Ken Stack, who has one of the most insane theme park memorabilia and history collections anywhere in the world, and he has put together his second book dealing mostly with Knott's Berry Farm. Here is a painting, an original painting from Knott. He just recently had restored by my friend Jens. I mean, there's all kinds of crazy, extremely rare photographs in here. If you have the Knott's Preserved book, the other book about Knott's Berry Farm history, you absolutely need this one as a follow-up. Look at that. Look at Buena Park. Look at Orange County back then. Nothing but that beautiful train. I've met a few people who know a lot about Knott's Berry Farm. I mean, they're talking way more than me, and I know a lot more than your average run-of-the-mill person. But even those people, even those boysenberry experts get stumped often by crazy rare stuff that Ken Stack will find, and he has put a lot of it. I mean, dude, every page is packed with all kinds of information, super rare pictures, old tickets. There's old McDonald's farm over there. There's even a map of the friggin' party garden over here, dude. There's so much. I could just keep flipping and flipping and flipping and flipping and flipping. If I developed a reputation anywhere for anything, it was probably being one of the first people on YouTube to really probe into like the history of the theme parks and try to put that stuff into the thing, right? Okay, well, if I'm like the Luke Skywalker of knowing about this place, Ken Stack is like a Yoda, okay? Or maybe like whoever trained Yoda, even back. Yoda's Yoda. Now, unless a lot of people beg Knott's Berry Farm, and right now with everything they've got going on, I highly doubt they're gonna be, oh, hi, Allie,
hi.
Thinking about, what books to add to their stores at the moment, but you won't be able to get this in any bookstores anytime soon. You gotta go to stackslibertyranch.com. It's probably on here somewhere. Anyway, ever since I got this from Ken, I have been going through it like, what the heck, you never showed me that one, I could have used that in the friggin' documentary. Dude, and I've been going through like all the different pages of this. There's information about Independence Hall across the street, the old steamboat that used to be across the street, Jungle Island, the old farm, the original gift shops, the old rodeo they had out here. I mean, there's all kinds of really rare, juicy, like, finally, something you can get into the really obscure, weird stuff with the Knott's Berry Farm history that nobody else has got. I told him, no, Ken! Everyone's gonna know our secrets now! They're gonna know the secret knowledge! But at the same time, be like, oh, sweet, everybody's gonna know about this secret knowledge now. There was a whole other Knott's Berry Farm across the road no one knew. So if you're serious about the history of this place, this is the thing for you. Anyway, I was stoked to come here and then be here while Allie eats with the book. Like, yes. What are you eating over there anyway?
It's mac and cheese bites.
How is that? What? How is that macaroni and cheese?
See? It's inside.
Okay, that is basically a chicken nugget made out of macaroni and cheese. Is it actually good?
Yeah, I like it.
Eat it. Prove it. Is that your favorite thing here? What's the best thing here?
I like the gumbo.
Is it boysenberry gumbo?
No, just regular.
Oh, gumbo. Dude, I miss Cajun food. And not a lot of Cajun food is gluten-free. Been a long time since I've been down to Abbeville, Louisiana. Got myself some good eating going on down there. Ralph and Cacoo's in Shreveport. Or is that in Bossier City? I forget which side it is. You wouldn't know, but still. Either way, look at this! Ah. Anyway, if you love Knott's Berry Farm, Stax Liberty Ranch Collection, Volume 2. Volume 1 is good also, but dude, Volume 2 took things up a freaking notch. No, I need a book. I should write a book. My book will have less pictures in it too, because the last book I wrote was a coloring book, and that didn't really have any writing at all. However, I have been telling everybody that I am an author because of the coloring book, so maybe one day I'll have to make good on that. Who knows? I've said too much. I've said too much. All right, let's go get the gumbo. Masks back on. Whoa, little strip there. And off we go. Dude, look at this. I needed this. This is always my favorite time of day anyways. This like time of night at any theme park when it kind of empties out, when no one's really around. You just sort of have this place to yourself. And maybe just because I grew up in an apartment with no backyard and still live in an apartment where I'm all cooped up inside, but just being anywhere at night with a lot of space and plants and lights in the bushes and the sound of running water, especially with Allie out here, I just feel like it's a little piece of heaven right now. Except for the really ridiculously loud country music. Country pop, modern country pop music. It's not just the music. I can deal with the fact that a lot of other people like music that I don't like, and most people don't like anything that I do. Like, I get that. It's the volume of it. It's so loud everywhere. You're like, oh, look at the waterfall. Mind your woman and your truck and mind your dog. Watch out for the springtime frogs and my love for you, baby. Dig-a-doo, dig-a-doo, dig-a-dig-a-doo. You get the griddle and I'll get the fiddle, and we'll rock and roll down the country roads. Then we'll watermelon crawl to the springtime ball. With my barbecue stain on my barbecue brain. Yeah, I swear by the moon and the stars in your boots get boogie too. Then for some reason they all bust into a sick hip-hop beat now. After that they're like, got my truck and I got my dog. Slapped up a lady who don't like my frog. You can't get away from it. One of them just said something about a girl talking to the mirror in her underwear. What kind of music is this for children? Anyhow, besides that, that's the one and only thing that's getting me just a little. And I'm not bagging on you if you like that kind of music. It's just you can't escape it here. It's like, just can't escape it. But other than that, heck, even with that, it really does feel like just awesome out here. Thank you, Knott's Berry Farm, for giving me something to hope for on Friday nights. It's only happening on weekends, Fridays through Sundays. I believe it now it's changing from A Taste of Calico to A Taste of Knott's and will be expanded. So check out Knott's Berry Farm's website if you want more information. You want that Knott's Berry Farm history book? Check out Stax Liberty Ranch. And now I believe that this little gal right here who loves herself the watermelon crawl, she grew up in a country town, that's her favorite dang old song. She's gonna go over to the Red Barn and get herself some gumbo right in her tumbo. Actually, speaking of Allie, she grew up in Yuba City, and this right here is known as the Yuba City Grist Mill, because right on the front of it, under some of the musical speakers, is an actual old millstone from the Gold Rush era from Yuba City, where you're from. By the way, gang, just in case you couldn't tell, I'm just messing around about the country music. It's okay to like country music, okay? I enjoy a little Hank Williams myself from time to time. I'm just teasing you guys at Knott's Berry Farm. I mean, you could lower the volume, but okay, fine. Anyway, time for some gumbo. I think we'll wander around and enjoy each other's company without you, yes. I'm sorry, friends, without you. Might take some pictures. Do a little snuggling. Ew. Sanitize. Then maybe hold hands. Let's sanitize again. I don't know. We'll just have to see where the night goes. For now, though, I think we're gonna get Allie's gumbo. You can see here, we're actually, place isn't even closing for another hour, and the lines have already thinned out to almost nothing. That's the big secret. When it goes from 4 to 10, which it does on Fridays and Saturdays, I believe, the later you come, the shorter the lines will be, and the more you'll have scenes like this. Unless, of course, everyone just follows my advice just there. And then the earlier you come will be better. Paradox. Oh snap, you got it. Is that your favorite?
Yeah.
Just say what kind of gumbo is. Obviously there's sausage in there, but
There's shrimp and sausage.
but it's not
And chicken.
it's not like boysenberry, right?
No.
It's like barbecue gumbo, or it's something weird, but it's not boysenberry.
No, it's not boysenberry.
I don't think boysenberry gumbo would be a very good flavor combo. That's just me. What does it say?
Actually, it's boysenberry sausage.
Boysenberry sausage in a gumbo. That could work. Apparently it does work because you really enjoy it.
Yeah.
Do they say it's gluten-free, gluten-friendly?
Actually, I didn't look.
No, it's not. Dang it. Well, see, you've got to learn how to make gumbo for me now, because now you understand the wonders. And that's just Knott's gumbo. We got to get you to Louisiana, young lady. We've got to get you there. I wish I had a time machine to go back to when I could kind of eat gluten still. Go back to Ralph and Kaku's, get some blackened alligator tail and some gumbo. Crawfish etouffee. Boudin balls. Why am I standing in the middle of Knott's Berry Farm, missing Louisiana? This is weird. Well, we're going to spend some time together. It's not that we don't like you. We do. A little bit. I mean, a wee bit. Well, a lot. Sometimes. So we like each other more. That's so wrong. We just want to like each other a bit more. And they won't stop complaining. They say, no, your love is forbidden, and we say, no, our love is freedom. All right, well, I'm losing my voice. Allie's got her gumbo, and I'm finally starting to try to come back to life, kick this depression pants in the pants, and do my duty. Like you've all just done yours by watching this video. Remember to keep checking the store. Whoops, there it is. For some sick merch. Keep checking that Patreon account for some sweet podcasts coming up. And you'll have done the rest of your duty. You can go home, or you can gumbo and sleep. Wow. It doesn't close at 10 tonight. For some weird reason, this Friday closes at 9. 9! It's closed! It's closed and we're still inside! And we don't have our masks on. But that's because we're in the relax zone. No masks required. And look, no one else is here. Just me and you relaxing. We're relaxed and we'll go home and stressed out. But here we gotta relax. Oh, we're relaxing here, babe. We're relaxing, babe. Babe! We're so relaxed right now, my God. I am the most relaxed. 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 I am relaxed. I am relaxed. Relax, relax, relax. Don't do it. Something, 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 something. Relax. Da, da, da. In the relax zone. Well, look at this. It's the mayor of Calico, responsibly masked, not infecting any citizens.
Not at all.
Mr. Mayor, how long are we going to have to do all this?
Well, I declare till this dust in the trail blows its way out of town.
Okay, but it will blow through eventually, right?
Dang right.
Give me some hope, Mr.
You don't
Mayor.
want it to get up your snoot.
That's true. Cover your snoot
Absolutely.
at all times and stay away from snooty people. Well, you do the pushing and I'll be the cushion. And I'll call the doctor on the dance floor. You be the madam and I'll be the Adam. Closing up the door with a boot in the scoot. Feeling hanky-panky with my dog on the roof. Scooty pooty pooty with my cowboy boot. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, you be the power and I'll be the flower. And I'll be the flower and you be the power. You'll get a truck and I won't give a duck. Oh, baby, lady, lady, driving me crazy. Lady, lady, giving me bone. We're gonna bubba it up in a scooter tonight. Yeah, yeah, till the dawn's early light. America, and we're feeling so great. Staying out nights and staying up late. Don't give a darn if we use paper plates. If the weather is good, I'll have no complaints. And a banjo and the ex-wife and the mortgage and my daddy's old store and my fishing reel and my boots and my doctor's note, and my heart on the floor. And she left me in Texas. She went away. She couldn't sleep well, 'cause she didn't do her duty. I'm done. Chicken to go home and say it.
Sleep well?
Yes! Yes! You've done your duty. You've done your duty!